Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Live Inspired podcast with John O'Leary. I'm going to begin this episode with a quote I heard recently. You ready for it? It took me a while to get into it because it wasn't good at first, but it got better in season 4. All right. Well, a friend of mine recently shared this review about a series that he'd been streaming at home. I don't even remember what show he was talking about, but I can't stop thinking about his commitment. 3 full seasons, dozens of hours, night after night invested in something that he never mentioned as being good, only that it got slightly better. What struck me wasn't his patience, his commitment, it was his willingness to endure. And my friends, if we are honest about it, he's not alone. Millions of us each day press play, we do it in the evening, not because we are excited or inspired or even interested, but simply because we want something on in the background, something to fill the silence. Not really to watch it, not really to elevate our lives or to inspire our evenings, but simply to fill the silence and to pass the evening away. And I get it. Life is loud, work is demanding, the news is heavy, relationships are complicated, and by the time evening rolls around, it can feel easier to distract ourselves than to sit with ourselves, with our thoughts, with our hopes, with our struggles, with our questions. But here's what I've learned, both in the quiet hospital rooms of my childhood and in the conversations with thousands of people around the world since. What we repeatedly allow into our lives shapes the way we see the world. I'm going to say this one again. What we repeatedly allow into our lives shapes the way we see the world. Sometimes, though, something breaks through the routine. Every once in a while, a story shows up that doesn't just entertain us, it awakens us. It reminds us who we are, it lifts our eyes from what's broken and points us back toward what's possible. It doesn't demand our attention, it gently invites our presence. The best stories do this. And that's why I want to gently invite you, especially if you're tired of the noise, worn down by the headlines, or quietly wondering if what you do really makes a difference in life, to choose something different this week. Not background noise or something that you have to endure for 3 seasons before it gets better, but instead, something that reminds you that your life matters as it is right now. So here we go. Soul on Fire, yes, that film, recently became available on Netflix. It continues to be offered live on platforms like Amazon and Apple TV and Fandango. Yes, it is a story, it's a film, it's a movie about my life, yes. But far more importantly, it's a story about resilience, about hope, and about the power of one life lived with purpose to powerfully and positively change the world for good. Yes, that's what the story is really about. So if your heart tonight is craving something real, if you're longing for encouragement instead of escape, if you need to be reminded that your past does not disqualify you and your pain does not define you, this story might be one for you. It will not erase the struggles of life, but it will remind you that one person can change the world and that the person capable of making that difference is closer than you think. Because it's you. It's you. So don't just fill the silence tonight. Speak life into it. And my friends, remember this. Today is your day. Live with your soul on fire. And for my friends who have viewed this already at home, do me a favor. Post about it on social media. I want to hear about it. Tell your friends that you're watching this film and encourage them to do likewise. It won't negatively push back on the headlines that are all over the place today, but it will give us the power and the encouragement to move into the direction of the struggle, to make a difference where we are as we are, and to remind others in the marketplace of life that the foundation is firm, that God is still God, and that the best is yet to come. So for this time and until next time, my name is John O'Leary. Today is your day. What a gift. Live with your soul on fire.